I think what true crime brings is the idiosyncrasies of real life, the unexpected, the things that no fiction could make up, really, that surprise and baffle, and ultimately seeing how police in real life situations bring criminals to justice.
What happens with unsolved cases in an area like Pembrokeshire, which is rural and coastal and, you know, quite isolated in parts, there's a sort of mythology grows around these crimes that almost have a sort of bogeyman kind of presence in people's minds. You know, there's a kind of Jack the Ripper kind of idea that while something is unsolved, people talk about it in hushed tones and people feel very vulnerable, I think, actually.
The murders on the coastal path were particularly shocking because these were two people just on the last day of their holiday enjoying their last walk, and to be executed like that, I mean, shocking, in a place of beauty that people go to relax and enjoy. Awful.
I think it hit cast and crew immediately. I think from the read-through, a lot of people remembered the actual cases playing out. People knew that they were dealing with a real story, true events. I think there's a respect for the material and a respect for those who were themselves involved in the true events.
I think when you go to real places, especially real murder sites, everybody understands the responsibility of shooting there. You're not just making stuff up. You know, you've got the pulse, if you like, of the real story. That helps you make all kinds of decisions, and it helps the crew understand what it is you're trying to do. You know, and that's is a kind of sobering aspect of the job in a way.
Being on location in areas where things happened and hearing firsthand from people how they felt when this was happening in their little town, I think it was, it was just something that was constantly with you. It was a responsibility that we had, and the team took that very seriously.
I think sometimes fictional police shows are guilty of making criminal investigation seem fairly easy and fairly simple, when in fact it's incredibly complex, incredibly detailed, incredibly frustrating, and it took Steve and his team the best part of 3 to 4 years before they were able to bring that case against John Cooper in a court of law.
I think it's probably going to be perhaps difficult for people, but I hope that in telling the story that we do it justice.